my darling humans, I'm back to you again with another video. I'm here in the park with a friend of mine. His name is Z, behind the camera. So today, as I asked most of my friends to ask me questions, I'm going to be answering your questions. My friend is going to be reading them, which is going to make it more fun, and I will be answering them. I hope you enjoy it.
Question number 1. Why do you think this year will be the best time to start your channel?
Well, I didn't know it was the best year. The reason I started this year, well, the idea of me having a YouTube channel was in my head for like 2-3 years, but I didn't know how, what to name it, what's the content gonna be about, or anything. But when I moved to London and I started living here, I started my Facebook page, We're All Just Human, and that's when I decided to make a video about it and start making videos. But the main reason I posted or started the first video, I had a conversation with a girl and we kind of misunderstood each other, though we both were kind of in the same feelings. Another video to explain this, but it powered me and sparkled me to actually go home and try to make a video, because I wanted people to kind of start understanding each other. That's why it's called We're All Just Human.
What inspired you to take this step?
A funny story, when I was 17 I met a Jewish boy in my summer school. We were all sitting in a table speaking about why Israel is in Palestine at that time, while it was a hot topic. And the way he was thinking, that was the way he was raised, believing whatever he believed, but we all kind of attacked him in a way, and I felt so bad. That's in a way why we all should understand each other. We're all human, no matter what his culture is or what his background is. I think that's what inspired me from the start.
Was it easy or difficult for you to speak to the camera, and how did you get comfortable?
No. Actually, is when I used to feel really shit and really down, and even talking to friends is not gonna help me feel better, I used to open the camera and speak. But I would never listen to the videos. I would just put them in a corner somewhere and never hear them again. But that's how I started. And I still say it's not easy. I always get butterflies before I start speaking to a camera. So, next.
So, what do you feel to let other people know?
I want people to know that you're going through something that the person you see is going through the same, just different circumstances. We are going through pain. We have to respect and love each other. Stop judging. Really, you need to stop that. Next.
What is love?
I think that would be a whole different video, but in simple as love, no matter what, is about giving and taking. You love a friend, that means you have to give and take from your friend. It's not about give or take either. It's not. You love Mother Earth, you don't just take out of her, you take care of her. Stop it, Z. You take care of her. Same thing as parents, same thing as partners, but that is a whole different topic. One day, promise. What's the question?
So this is a 2-part question. So question number 5, first part is, what do you think about the changes in people's personalities? Anyone can become everything they want to be, or are there some personality traits that you cannot change?
I don't believe there is something you cannot do. Everything is possible, simple, easy. Every personality, of course, we're all different. Everyone is different, but you have to try to be the best version of your own personality. For a while, I used to think people should be like this or they should be like that, but everyone is different. But it doesn't mean that they shouldn't try to change or something. You always have to try your best in it. I would just tell you that I have a problem called anger. I get angry so fast. Z is shaking his head here.
No.
I do. and I try my best every time to not get angry. Of course, by time I've developed it and I've succeeded in it, but still there's so much to work on. But it doesn't mean that I say, oh, that's me, I'm an angry person, I'll just be angry all the time. No, I know now when to control it and when to actually get the chance to be actually angry and speak my anger. There's times for everything. What's the second question?
Okay, the second part to the question is which of the personality traits do you appreciate the most in people, and which ones can you not stand at all?
I appreciate honest, but honesty with a limit, because sometimes people are honestly rude. It's not nice, so that could be something I really don't like. I like the people who are honest, but they say it, at least they try to phrase it in the nicest way possible, because people have feelings, you know, emotions. We need to care. One thing I don't like the most about most of the people is that they fear. People fear to speak their opinion. People fear to speak when they're in pain. That's why I would say we're in a fucked up system, because we're all afraid to speak. That's one thing I really don't like. I like people who are kind to Mother Earth. It's very important. I love Mother Earth. Nature, you know. Actually, most important trait about a person is that they know that they're a work in progress and that no one is perfect. And they know that they're not right all the time. These are my best people that I like to be around all the time.
The next question, since you live between two cultures, which is the East and the West, how important is marriage and why breakups and lack of commitment has become so common?
I would say having two different cultures, and I would say sometimes we kind of not like each other. We think that every culture is wrong and that our culture is the best. That's why it's very hard for those like different cultures to actually get married, I would say. It literally, there's kind of no reason there. It's more of how the people have grown, and because our brain is programmed into one specific way, and because of how our parents and others respected it, so it's very hard to let them understand that it's okay to be with someone that's not in the same culture. That's one of the reasons it's very hard to reprogram someone that's been alive for years. So that's why there's lots of culture fights, and that's why we young people are very open to every other culture, which our parents don't get it. If someone wants to be with someone that's not an Arab or someone that's not from Europe or Africa or whatever. The whole idea why there is a lack of communication, I would say one of the most things I always argue with friends most of the time is that people fear how other person would react. And I want to tell everyone there, it's not up to you to think of how would they react. Just say what you think, say what you feel, and we need to have more deep conversations. What happens is we always act to be someone that we don't know, and that's why we act to be cool, and then when we start getting comfortable with the people, we can't tell them who we really are because we don't want to lose them. And then the lie starts to stay for so long, and then one day it all breaks. And this is my answer for it.
Question number 6 is, how have you become a nerd?
What's up, Razi? That's your question. Well, I wasn't a nerd my whole life. I actually was a wild child when I was my whole high school. I've been in trouble. I've never studied. I just had problems with school. But my excuse when I was young is that because I used to always say because my parents were the reason. No offense, parents, I love you. But when I moved to the UK, I had no more excuses for myself. There was no parents that I would blame on for my not loving studying or any of that. So I wanted to work hard. Since I didn't do well my whole high school, I wanted to work hard, and I spent my years in uni just working as hard as I can. And the more I worked hard, the happier I felt because of the satisfaction of the work I got and how good results I got, and that just made me love working hard and turned me to a nerd. Unfortunately, that's what made me a nerd, Razi, because I wanted to prove to my parents that I can do better and be better for myself before anyone else.
Okay. So question number 7 is, what is your aim with this channel?
To make people understand that we're all just human. We all have pain, we all have insecurities, we all have problems, issues, we all have fucked up childhood, we all got bullied one way or another. We all have been through the same cycle that every individual one of us have gone through. And I hope one day we stop talking about other people, stop judging other people, and stop hurting other people, and see the other person more than just what they're representing. Actually see them more as a person like you. It's just another you in a different human form, I guess. Now this is the conclusion for mostly hopefully all the videos, because I don't want to do more conclusions.
Mostly hopefully all the videos.
So I hope you all enjoyed the Q&A of my video. If you're new here, please don't forget subscribe, and like, and leave any more questions. If you have any more questions for me, write them down. If you're friends of mine, message me, please. I'm ready to answer. Share if you care.
Wait, if I'm...
Before you go, don't forget to check my other 2 videos. Subscribe for this channel and my other channel, and somewhere else will be my 3rd channel. I hope you had a great day. I love you. See you soon.